Yeah, I mean, I must say, from our first interaction, I think something that
Mm,
definitely struck me is your energy. So just tell us a little bit about that. I mean, what's the
mm.
secret? I mean, what's the sort of the source of your energy? What's the secret?
Mm.
Please share it with us.
Yeah, for me, I have a very strict routine, but it's not like a strict routine that you'd have to do it every day, like a checklist, right? Because sometimes whenever people do routines, they do it, they tick the box, they go, okay, I've done this, okay, I feel good now. But my energy really comes from just tapping and connecting with myself and connecting with my creator, and through that, it was just finding and trying different ways. So in the past, I would meditate a lot. I would meditate, first thing in the morning. Then the next thing I would do is I would sort of look at what my future version would be. And then as well, I would also exercise or, get myself into that states where they call it in the zone or flow state or presence. But essentially just tapping into that present state every single day and allowing yourself not to be consumed by your thoughts has been a real game changer, probably the last, I would say, 2 to 3 months now. And just sticking to a routine. And I forgot to add as well, like I do cold showers every day. I've done a cold shower
Oh
for the
wow,
last 2 years.
wow.
Yeah, every single day, cold shower. And it's just something that challenges your mind because sometimes your mind consumes you because of all these thoughts in the morning. I'm not sure about you, Pierre, but like when you wake up, like what would be the first thought that you would think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's typically lots of them that's sort of challenging our minds, whether it's, what to do in the
Yes.
day or the next business
Yeah.
problem or the next, so there's lots of things going. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So for me, it was like I was seeing these thoughts, and through seeing these thoughts, it allowed me to see where I could just observe them rather than engage with them. Because majority of self-help or self-development is that they're teaching whoever's in it, like clients and other coaches, mentors, to add on top of the thoughts, meaning you're thinking of the thoughts. When you're thinking thoughts, right? It's like you're adding positive to negative. So let's say you're programmed to have all these negative thoughts, like self-limiting beliefs, such as like fear, self-worth. It could be that you lack confidence. Anything to do with that side of things. If you're adding a positive thought to it, you're essentially fighting against yourself. And with thoughts, the best way to release thoughts is to be the witness and the observer of thoughts. So for me to have all this energy, Pierre, it's really being one with yourself and being one with life and being one with presence, and being in that present state. Because the only moment that we do have is this exact moment.
Mm.
The future and the past is an illusion, but when you tap into a version of yourself of the future in this current moment, magical things can happen where you'd start attracting business, you start attracting clients, you start attracting, relationships, people that you wouldn't imagine that would be on this level of consciousness as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's something I would share with the viewers is
Mm.
to create your own disciplined routine to tap into presence.
Yeah. Sure. I think that's so powerful, and I must say I can definitely resonate with that. I'm a sort of a overthinker by nature, and I also sort of grew up with a positive thinking, self-help type of mentality. So I read a lot of books on it, but it didn't really help me because I'm an overthinker already. And I think for many years,
Mm.
I basically tried to overthink my overthinking, and it just
Yes.
it didn't work. And I got to a stage where I said, there must also be something different. And that's also when I experience with meditation for the first time. I mean, I don't do it
Mm.
nearly as as often and disciplined as you do it, but I mean, the times that I do it, it is amazing to be able to clear those thoughts. And as you say, just for a moment, just live in the moment, just be in the present, and just stop all those thoughts and be more of an observer of those thoughts instead of. I think the one analogy is almost like cars racing by the thoughts, and if we chase after every car, it's
Mm.
not a great way to do it, but rather standing next to the road and observing the cars going by and observing our thoughts going by, because then we
Yes.
can make good decisions. Do I want to entertain this thought or emotion or not?